pretty well done. I've got, I don't know if I ever even showed this really. I've got the air shocks hosed in, wired in, or yeah, I guess hosed in. So you can... Welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things. What we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's 1971 Olds 442, or what we're calling the Faux 42, because it's that Cutlass we were given as a kid that we tried to turn into a 442, or at least that's what we're trying to make this appear as. And we're getting close. So this is probably, I'm just going to be upfront real quick here. This will probably be the last update until this is completed. So I think what we're going to do today is just get a quick update on what happened between yesterday and today as far as, well, basically just decals. But we'll take a look at that here in a second. And then I think we're going to try to put together a punch list as to what needs to be done to get this finished. So the next time we see it, which will be probably next week, probably the end of next week or sometime like that, we'll be able to see it finished. But anyways, let's just take a quick look at our decals down here. Basically, I went ahead and put in the side decals. I don't know what we want to call these. The 442 decals is what they are. I put the 442 in also here. There's a W30 decal that can go here on the stripe. I don't know if I want to put that. I don't know if that's something that I would have done, like I would have gone that far to go, oh, look, it's even a W30. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Should we go ahead and put the W30 on there? I mean, we've got I believe this is the W30 hood, I think. I don't know. Let me know what you think as far as whether I should put the W30 would go right. Where's my screwdriver I always use? The W30 would go right here in the stripe. I don't know. I'm either way on it. Let me know what you think. I did the stripes or I guess the stripes and whatnot in the back here. Did a little bit more decaling inside the hood, basically here on the cowl. So these are the kind of the factory decals, and I threw a decal in there like the one that I put on, kind of like the ones on the fenders. We'll dirty this up a little bit more, but that's part of the checklist, I guess. The only other thing I did is I went ahead and decaled out the wheels, the front tires. These don't actually have like raised letters on them, so you can't really paint them. So I used the decals on them. And what I think is great is these are Firestones, and then in the back we're putting Goodyears. So I like the fact that we're gonna have mismatched tires. I think that's a good look. That's basically all that I've gotten done in between episodes. The decals just take forever. Especially dealing with these big ones like this and keeping them from getting destroyed. It really does just take forever. So let's actually talk about what's left and kind of create a punch list. I'm going to be doing this mentally, but then I might go back and actually jot this down so I can get it finished. Basically, I've got to get the air cleaner printed. I did get word that the printer has been shipped already. So as soon as I get here, obviously I'm going to have to get it set up and register it all, like get it working correctly. I can't think of the right word, but to get it working correctly, and then we'll go ahead and print that air cleaner for it. Got to get it wired, got to get it plumbed. So I got heater hoses that got to go. I've got brake lines to run back. I've got a lot of those detail kind of things. I got a throttle cable put in, a fuel line to put in. A lot of all that detail stuff that's going on the inside. I'll probably run like one wire harness. I think they came down this side, but I'll run a wire harness in. And then make sure and catch the alternator and all that. So that's kind of the checklist for under the hood. I think that's, I got to put the radiator in, but that goes in the body. So I got to finish the body before I put the radiator in. So that's it for that. As far as the body goes, all the decals are in. I'm trying to decide if I want to give a clear coat. I probably will give a clear coat over the decals and whatnot once they're fully set. I don't want to mess up the clear that we've already messed up. I don't want to mess up, so I'll probably just give it a clear, kind of like I did the blue, loose mask it, and then just shoot down at it just to give. I just want to seal. I got to get some decal set on some of these. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about too, is I don't think I'm going to do any bare metal or trim or anything on the wheel wells. So the wheel wells, and then there's also trim on the back trunk here that I don't think I'm going to paint in or bare metal in, because I would have taken those off. That's what I always took all that chrome off and whatnot. Now, I will have to bare metal in the rear window, the front window, and the drip rails. I think I'm pretty sure the drip rails will be stainless, because that's stainless that kind of has to be on there. That's I wouldn't paint the stainless, but that stainless that would be on there because it it helps hold the window in. So that I will bare metal in, but the trim stuff I'm not. I got to paint in the marker lights and all that yet on the body, so that'll get done. The bumpers are actually finished for the most part. The rear bumper is, except for the license plate that I'm putting together here. So the Bronco that we're using parts off of for the F100 had a Texas license plate with it. So I'm putting together a Texas license plate. I'm not using the license plate frame or whatever you want to call it that comes with the kit because they're super thick. So I just paint up some very thin styrene, some very thin styrene to use as the plate itself, and then this will get obviously once it's dry. I haven't. The decal just got put on, but I'll trim it out and then put that in the rear bumper. So we've got that to go yet. So that's something on the checklist. Interior is done, I think. I think the interior is done. I can't think of anything else that needs to be done. So all I need to really do, bare metal, put the glass in, and I can go ahead and glue. Well, I need to clear if I'm going to clear things. And then I can get the glue the interior in. Actually, if I start putting everything together as far as chassis and interior tubs. On the chassis underneath, I kind of forgot. I still haven't put the front suspension together. It's painted. I just got to actually get it in. I've got the springs and shocks are in the other room painting up right now. I've got to put that in and weather it. You can see, but just a black. You can see the difference between weathered, not weathered. You can see the difference in the appearance, but that has to go in yet. I think I was waiting to put this in because I wanted to. I need to get the power wire, the positive wire from the battery hooked in, and the starter wires and all that. And I didn't want to get this in the way of doing all that. So I'll probably have to, I guess I'll have to get all that done prior to putting this in. But anyways, that's got to go together. I've got to finish the exhaust, which we actually looked at yesterday, which is actually super simple. Now, this is actually, I did actually have a question for you guys concerning the exhaust. I'm thinking we had talked about putting, let me just put one of these guys in so we can kind of take a look at it. So we're going to have roughly our muffler sitting right here. And I was talking about doing a turn down. I might just leave. Another option is just do nothing coming out of the muffler and just leave an open muffler like that sitting there. I don't know which would be better. I mean, I guess a turn down would maybe kind of finalize it, but I also, that's something, it's kind of something I would do, or something you would do as a kid, is just leave that muffler open like that. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what, again, let me know what you think down in the comments as far as finishing out the exhaust. Everything else back here, other than putting in the wheels and tires, pretty well done. I don't know if I ever even showed this really. I've got the air shocks hosed in, wired in, or yeah, I guess hosed in. So you can see the hoses, and they come together right here. So I'm going to say that if I put the bumper in, we can see kind of how does that sit like that? I might have to, yeah. So what I think I'll do, so I've got it coming in like it's going behind this part of the frame rail here, but I think I'm going to pull just a little bit of hose out right here. So the T for these hoses would be like it's sitting on top, because that's what I would do. I'd have it sitting on top of this little frame rail, cross member, whatever. And then I'm going to have to add just a touch bit of hose, because what I always did was had it come out behind the license plate right there. So, you fold this license plate down to put the fuel filler would actually be right back here. And then I would always had the little air chuck for the shocks behind that. So I'll just run a little bit of hose like it's running in behind the license plate. So I think that'll actually look pretty good. I do have to fill these holes too. This is where the tailpipes used to mount in. So I got to remember to do that, fill these holes. So we don't have just holes in our floor pan. I could just rust them out or something, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and just fill them. But I think, you guys let me know if I'm missing anything. I think that's the checklist. It's kind of long. It's a long punch list / checklist or whatever, finishing list. But it's really not Got a number 27 on my tire. There we go. It's really not that. It shouldn't take that. It shouldn't take that long. It's all just a bunch of little things, and I don't want to do a bunch of updates where like this little thing and that little things, and nothing's really changed. So I think at this point, when we come back with the Oldsmobile, it's just going to be finished. Let me know, unless you want to see it. Let me know down in the comments. Do you want to keep seeing this? This build actually does not do that well on the channel. I guess people don't like Oldsmobiles. I don't know. So I really want to put videos out that you guys want to see, which y'all are really digging the F100. So I think Monday we're going to come back with the F100 because I'll be working on it over the weekend. And then, like I said, we'll come back with the Oldsmobile when it's done. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Did I miss anything? Let me know what you want to see on the channels. If there's things you'd like to see, always let me know. I want to hear. I want to make content that you guys want to watch. So we can learn together. I had a great comment. In fact, I'll put it real quick. I'll put a comment down below. I had a great comment. Hey, why didn't you test out that paint from the F100 on some spare plastic? And the only response I could give is, because I'm an idiot. I mean, so if there's content that you want to see me goof up, please let me know what it is you want to see down in the comment section. I really have enjoyed these builds. I've enjoyed all these builds. I enjoy hearing from you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button, but do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. I've got to get this Oldsmobile finished. I've got an update to get on for you guys for Monday with the F100. So I will see you guys. Well, I'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.